Each one of us carries within a vision of the person we aspire to be. It's a blueprint shaped by our values, experiences, and dreams. Yet more often than not, there exists a gap between who we are and who we could become. This gap, however, is not a cause for despair, but an invitation, a call to action to rise above complacency and embrace the process of self-improvement. The world is full of distractions, excuses, and blame. It's easy to point fingers at external circumstances, at people who have wronged us, or at situations beyond our control. But the truth is, the only real power we possess is the ability to work on ourselves. Change doesn't come from demanding others to adjust or the environment to cater to our needs. It starts with introspection, accountability, and a relentless commitment to growth. Self-improvement is not a one-time project. It's a continuous, often uncomfortable journey. It involves recognizing and confronting our weaknesses, even when it hurts our pride. It requires honesty, the kind that allows us to admit where we fall short and where we need to improve. It's not about self-criticism to the point of despair, but about using self-awareness as a catalyst for transformation. The path to fixing oneself begins with small, consistent actions. Whether it's developing discipline in our habits, refining our skills, or cultivating emotional resilience, every step matters. The challenges along the way are not roadblocks, but lessons. Each failure a teacher, each setback a test of our determination. We owe it to ourselves to aim higher, to seek more, to be better. The standards we set for ourselves to find not only the quality of our lives, but also the impact we have on those around us. By striving to fix ourselves, we indirectly contribute to a world that is more compassionate, competent, and inspired.
Each person envisions a version of themselves they wish to become. This ideal is often shaped by personal values, dreams, and life experiences. However, there's usually a noticeable gap between our current selves and this envisioned future.
This disparity isn't necessarily a flaw or a failure. Instead, it's a natural part of the human condition. It reflects the potential within us and highlights areas where growth is possible. Acknowledging this gap is the first step toward progress. It requires us to confront the reality of who we are at this moment and recognize the qualities, habits, or traits that hold us back. This process isn't about self-criticism, but about understanding our current state in relation to our aspirations. When we see this difference not as a source of frustration, but as an opportunity, it becomes a motivator, driving force, urging us to strive for more. The journey toward becoming the best version of oneself is deeply personal. It challenges us to question our choices, reflect on our actions, and identify areas where we can improve. In doing so, we begin to align our daily actions and decisions with the vision we hold for our future selves. This alignment creates momentum and pushes us toward growth step by step.
Taking responsibility for one's actions and decisions is a fundamental aspect of personal growth. It requires acknowledging that, while external circumstances may influence outcomes, our reactions, choices, and efforts ultimately shape our lives.
Blame is often an easy escape, a way to divert attention from our own shortcomings and place the burden on others, luck, or the environment. However, such an approach leads to stagnation as it relinquishes control and agency over our circumstances. When we hold ourselves accountable, we reclaim the power to change. It's a mindset that shifts focus from what went wrong to what can be done better. This perspective fosters resilience and problem solving, encouraging a proactive approach to challenges. Accountability also demands honesty, a willingness to face our mistakes without defensiveness or denial. This honesty is not about self-condemnation, but about learning, growing, and doing better in the future. By embracing responsibility, we build trust within ourselves and with others. It demonstrates maturity and reliability, qualities that resonate deeply in personal and professional relationships. More importantly, it cultivates a sense of ownership over our lives. Instead of waiting for others to fix problems or for circumstances to improve, we take initiative, becoming architects of our own progress. Focusing inward is a powerful step in the journey of personal growth. Often people expend energy trying to change external factors, seeking to modify others' behaviors, adjust circumstances, or control situations. While external influences can sometimes shift, they are largely unpredictable and outside of our direct control. True change begins by turning the lens inward, addressing our own attitudes, beliefs, and actions. When we focus on ourselves, we tap into the one aspect of life we have complete authority over. This approach removes the frustration of trying to control the uncontrollable and redirects that energy toward areas where real impact is possible. It encourages introspection and a deeper understanding of our own motivations, triggers, and patterns of behavior. By identifying these internal drivers, we lay the groundwork for meaningful transformation.
This inward focus is not about selfishness or isolation, but about self-responsibility. When we prioritize personal development, we inevitably influence the world around us. A calm, self-aware individual can diffuse tension and conflicts.
A disciplined, motivated person can inspire those they interact with. The ripple effect of working on oneself often extends far beyond the individual, fostering positive change in families, workplaces, and communities. Through this inward journey, we gain clarity about what truly matters to us. It allows us to set meaningful goals and pursue them with conviction. Instead of relying on external validation or circumstances to provide fulfillment, we cultivate an inner sense of purpose and satisfaction that anchors us regardless of life's uncertainties. Self-improvement is not a destination, but an ongoing process that unfolds over a lifetime. It requires consistent effort, patience, and the willingness to evolve. Many people approach personal growth with a misconception that it can be achieved quickly or through a single transformative event. However, real progress is gradual and requires persistence. It involves a commitment to making small, meaningful changes over time rather than seeking instant results. This continuous nature of self-improvement is both challenging and rewarding. It demands resilience because setbacks are inevitable. No matter how determined we are, there will be moments of failure, doubt, or stagnation. The key is to view these moments as part of the journey rather than signs of defeat. Each challenge provides an opportunity to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Consistency is the foundation of long-term self-improvement. Small actions repeated regularly accumulate into significant changes. Whether it's building healthier habits, learning new skills, or fostering better relationships, the impact of these incremental efforts becomes evident over time.
This approach also makes the process less overwhelming, as focusing on daily progress is more manageable than chasing perfection all at once. The beauty of this ongoing journey is that it aligns with the ever-changing nature of life. As we grow older and encounter new experiences, our goals, values, and priorities often shift.
Continuous self-improvement allows us to adapt to these changes, ensuring that we remain aligned with what truly matters to us. It also keeps life engaging and meaningful, as there is always room for discovery, learning, and refinement. Honest self-reflection is one of the most important steps in personal growth. It involves taking a clear, unfiltered look at ourselves, our actions, thoughts, habits, and beliefs. This process can be uncomfortable because it often reveals flaws or weaknesses we would rather ignore. However, it is through this honest assessment that we can identify areas needing improvement and begin to chart a path forward.
Self-reflection requires setting aside ego and defensiveness. It's easy to rationalize mistakes or blame external factors for our shortcomings, but genuine growth demands accountability.
This doesn't mean dwelling on faults or being overly critical. It means recognizing patterns and behaviors that may be hindering progress. For instance, acknowledging procrastination, a lack of discipline, or poor communication skills is the first step toward addressing and transforming them. The practice of introspection fosters greater self-awareness. By regularly examining our choices and their outcomes, we gain a deeper understanding of what motivates us, what triggers us, and where our strengths and weaknesses lie.
This awareness not only helps us make better decisions, but also allows us to align our actions with our values and goals. Self-reflection is also a dynamic process. As we grow and evolve, our insights deepen and then new aspects of ourselves come to light. What may not have been apparent at one stage of life can become clearer with experience and maturity. The ability to continually reassess and recalibrate ensures that we remain on a path of purposeful growth. By making self-reflection a habit, we develop the tools to navigate life's challenges more effectively. It equips us to approach difficulties with clarity and resilience, knowing that we have the capacity to adapt and improve.
Through this process, we build a foundation of honesty and self-awareness that supports lasting personal transformation. Meaningful change is built on the foundation of small, consistent actions. Grand gestures or sudden transformations might seem appealing, but they are rarely sustainable. Instead, it is the accumulation of steady, intentional efforts over time that creates lasting growth.
Each small step, though seemingly insignificant on its own, contributes to a larger transformation when repeated consistently.
This approach emphasizes the importance of daily habits and routines, whether it's dedicating a few minutes to exercise, reading a chapter of a book, practicing mindfulness, or setting aside time to plan the day. These actions compound over weeks, months, and years.
Small changes are easier to integrate into daily life, reducing the likelihood of burnout or overwhelm that often accompanies drastic shifts.
The beauty of small, consistent actions lies in their adaptability. They can be tailored to fit any goal or situation and adjusted as circumstances evolve.
Moreover, they create a sense of control and agency, demonstrating that even in the face of larger challenges, progress is possible through manageable steps. This principle also applies to personal qualities and relationships. Regularly practicing kindness, gratitude, or patience can significantly improve interactions and emotional well-being. While the results might not be immediately visible, the cumulative impact of these efforts fosters deeper connections and a more fulfilling life.
By focusing on what can be done consistently rather than what can be accomplished immediately, we set ourselves up for success. Over time, these small, intentional actions create profound and lasting change, proving that progress is not about perfection but persistence.
Challenges, failures, and setbacks are inevitable parts of life, but they are not merely obstacles, they are opportunities for growth and learning. Each difficulty we encounter provides valuable lessons that can shape our understanding, refine our skills, and strengthen our character.
Viewing challenges through this lens transforms them from burdens to tools for self-improvement.
Failures often serve as some of the most effective teachers. When things don't go as planned, they expose weaknesses in our strategies, highlight areas where we lack knowledge or preparation, and test our resilience.
These moments, though painful, push us to reevaluate and adapt. By analyzing what went wrong and why, we can develop better approaches and avoid repeating the same mistakes. Setbacks also reveal our capacity for perseverance. They challenge us to stay committed to our goals even when progress seems slow or the odds appear insurmountable. Overcoming such difficulties builds mental toughness, teaching us to remain focused and composed under pressure. It's in these moments of struggle that we discover our true potential and develop a deeper confidence in our ability to navigate future challenges. Learning from challenges requires a shift in perspective. Instead of viewing them as personal failures or reasons to give up, we can see them as feedback and opportunities for self-reflection. For example, a missed promotion at work might highlight areas where we need to grow professionally, while a strained relationship could teach us the importance of communication and empathy.
Resilience in the face of challenges also inspires those around us. By demonstrating the ability to learn and grow from setbacks, we set an example of strength and adaptability. This not only improves our own lives, but also positively impacts our relationships and communities.
Ultimately, challenges are not roadblocks, but stepping stones on the path to self-improvement. They compel us to stretch beyond our comfort zones, take risks, and embrace the uncertainty that comes with striving for better. Through each difficulty faced and each lesson learned, we move closer to the person we aspire to become. Self-awareness is a powerful tool for personal growth and transformation. It involves understanding our emotions, thoughts, and behaviors and recognizing how they influence our actions and interactions. This clarity allows us to identify patterns, both positive and negative, that shape our lives and equips us to make intentional choices that align with our values and goals.
Developing self-awareness begins with observation. It requires paying attention to how we react in different situations, what triggers certain emotions, and how our decisions are influenced by internal or external factors.
For example, noticing a tendency to procrastinate when faced with challenging tasks can lead to strategies for overcoming avoidance and improving productivity. Similarly, recognizing patterns of frustration in relationships may reveal areas where communication or understanding needs to improve.
This understanding of oneself also fosters emotional intelligence. By becoming more attuned to our feelings, we can manage them effectively rather than being controlled by them. This ability to regulate emotions helps us respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, especially in high stress or emotionally charged situations. It also enhances our capacity for empathy, as understanding our own emotions enables us to better appreciate the feelings and perspectives of others.
Self-awareness is not a static achievement, but an ongoing process. As we encounter new experiences, challenges, and successes, our understanding of ourselves evolves. Regular self-reflection, whether through journaling, mindfulness practices, or honest conversations, keeps us connected to our inner world. This connection ensures that we remain adaptable and open to growth, even as circumstances change.
With self-awareness comes the power to break free from unproductive habits or limiting beliefs. When we understand why we do what we do, we can make conscious choices to change behaviors that no longer serve us. For instance, recognizing self-doubt as a recurring theme can prompt efforts to build confidence and resilience. Ultimately, self-awareness empowers us to live with greater intention. It enables us to align our actions with our authentic selves, fostering a sense of fulfillment and purpose. By understanding who we are, we create the foundation for continuous self-improvement and meaningful engagement with the world around us. When we focus on improving ourselves, the impact extends far beyond our individual lives. Each step we take towards self-growth contributes to a ripple effect that influences those around us, our families, friends, colleagues, and communities. By bettering ourselves, we create a positive environment where others are inspired to do the same. As we work on our own development, we become more aware of how our actions and behaviors affect others. For example, practicing patience and understanding in difficult situations can diffuse tension and foster more harmonious relationships. By demonstrating emotional intelligence and self-control, we encourage those around us to do the same, creating a more empathetic and supportive environment. Personal growth also strengthens our ability to lead and serve others, whether in a professional or personal context. When we take responsibility for our own growth, we set an example of commitment, discipline, and integrity.
These qualities naturally inspire trust and respect, motivating others to strive for their own self-improvement. As we become more skilled at managing our own lives, we are better equipped to contribute to the well-being and success of others, whether by offering support, mentorship, or simply providing a model of positive behavior.
Moreover, the impact of self-improvement can have a broader societal effect. When individuals focus on becoming the best versions of themselves, they contribute to creating more compassionate, responsible, and proactive communities.
Each person who works to improve their own character, skill set, or emotional intelligence helps foster a society where collaboration, respect, and growth are prioritized. The collective efforts of individuals striving for personal betterment create a culture of progress and positive change.
As we enhance our own lives, we indirectly elevate those we interact with, creating a cycle of encouragement and inspiration. In a world that often feels disconnected or disheartening, the effort to improve ourselves can be a source of hope and motivation for others to do the same. The more people who engage in self-growth, the more we build a world that values continuous learning, empathy, and collaboration. In this way, self-improvement is not a solitary pursuit, but a collective endeavor that enhances the quality of life for everyone. Each individual who commits to bettering themselves strengthens the social fabric, contributing to a more uplifting and empowered society. The standards we set for ourselves play a crucial role in determining the quality of our lives. When we set high expectations and hold ourselves accountable to them, we create a roadmap for success, fulfillment, and growth. These personal standards act as a compass, guiding us in our daily decisions and long-term goals. They shape how we interact with others, how we approach challenges, and how we view ourselves. Setting high standards isn't about perfection or trying to meet an idealized version of success, but about striving to be the best we can be in any given circumstance. It's about recognizing our potential and pushing ourselves to live up to it, no matter how difficult or uncomfortable the process may be. High standards push us beyond mediocrity and encourage us to pursue excellence in everything we do, whether that's in our work, relationships, or personal development.
When we maintain strong personal standards, we cultivate discipline, focus, and resilience. We develop the ability to say no to distractions and temptations that may steer us away from our goals. This sense of discipline allows us to prioritize what truly matters and make intentional choices that align with our values and aspirations. Over time, these standards form the foundation of our identity and shape the way we show up in the world.
Furthermore, high standards have a ripple effect on the people around us. By demonstrating a commitment to excellence, we inspire others to do the same.
Whether in a workplace, social group, or family setting, maintaining high standards encourages those we interact with to elevate their own expectations, creating an environment of growth and mutual respect.
In conclusion, the path to personal growth is an ongoing journey that begins with recognizing the gap between who we are and who we aspire to become. It requires taking responsibility for our actions, focusing on internal change, and committing to small, consistent efforts. Along the way, challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but they serve as valuable learning experiences that strengthen our resilience and wisdom. By cultivating self-awareness, we gain clarity about our values, goals, and behaviors, which empowers us to make intentional choices that align with our true selves.
As we work on ourselves, we influence the world around us, inspiring others to pursue their own growth and creating a positive ripple effect. Setting high personal standards is key to achieving fulfillment, as it helps us stay disciplined, focused, and aligned with our values.
Through these standards, we not only create a better version of ourselves, but also contribute to a more compassionate, driven, and empowered society.